Hello there, my name is Jordan Leroy Hansen, also known as Ledev, and I'm here to introduce one of my more peculiar decks I brewed in a while. This is in a request to a viewer who wanted me to do a patient rebuilding deck. And the problem is, I had problems with this deck because mill decks in Constructed, while possible, they're kind of one-noted. So I kind of wanted to put some spice into this deck, so I decided to make what I call Paradox Chaos. And it mostly revolves around, obviously, Paradox Engine, but also the likes of Chaos Wand. Now, Chaos Wand is pretty much a free cost artifact, and you can spend 4 to activate it to make an opponent exile cards on the top of his library until they exile an instant sorcery card, and you may cast a card without paying its mana cost, and then they put the exile cards that weren't cast on the bottom of their library in a random order. Now, this synergizes ridiculously well with Paradox Engine because since it's considered cast, Paradox Engine has, whenever you cast a spell, untap all non-land permanents you control. So obviously, you can see the combo here. You cast Chaos Wand, you use Chaos Wand, you can untap it because you're casting a spell with Paradox Engine, and we have all the mana rocks to help support this combo to spend for the 4 mana, such as like Gilded Lotus, Powerstone Shard, and I even put Arcane Encyclopedia in here as an alternative draw engine other than the spells we have, such as Glimmer of Genius, Glitness Crane in a way, and Opt. Also in the deck is other mill strategies such as Psychic Corrosion, which whenever you draw a card, you kneel the top 2 cards of a library into their graveyard. It works especially if we can do a combo where we can infinitely draw cards from this. And then I put a few other tech cards in here, such as some early game removal, early game board wipes, and 2 tech cards I put in here, the Immortal Sun, and Apex of Power. Now, Apex of Power, it's only in here as a 2 of, mostly to actually help, quote-unquote, if I don't have the full combo yet, to hopefully dig enough into my deck to actually get the final combo pieces to let the Chaos Wand, Arcane Intellect, try to mill the opponent's deck combo out, go out. And then the Immortal Sun, this one's kind of a no-brainer. It makes our spells a lot more cheaper. It negates some of the more annoying Planeswalker cards, especially since we're not a Planeswalker-centric deck. And since cheaper spells means cheaper activations, which means untapping, you kind of see the overall engine that this deck's trying to do. It's mostly trying to get a Paradox Engine, a Gilded Lotus, a Power Stone Shard or 2, and then essentially use the opponent's spell using Chaos Wand to mill them out of their deck, and then hopefully get into some draw spells, use Arcane Encyclopedia to use Psychic Corrosion to mill them that way, and Patient Rebuilding as kind of a way to finish off, but it's also semi-purposeful to actually draw cards using the ability that when they ever mill land after their upkeep with this, that you draw additional cards, which is beneficial to the overall gameplay strategy. I think that's the whole deck, so time to show you some quick gameplay footage of this little bugger in action. And boy, when it goes off, it goes off. Okie dokie, let's play some Paradox Le Chaos. One moment please, just checking something here. Okay, yep. I also just recently, as recording this, just got my Nets review video for the Boomsday project put up on YouTube, so I'm just grateful that went through well. And now I'm just working on this to show some of the Magic Gathering players a really silly deck. Okay. We don't have any islands. I think we have to mold in this, unfortunately. Also, side note, if you notice I sound a little stuffy, it's because allergy season this year has been kind of absurd. Okay, this is a better hand because even though we only don't have an island, we have mountains and we have shocks to help keep the control of early game, so that's a keep. I say we keep that because that is still part of our combo. So, we pass the turn, we'll see what this Simogion, I think is how you pronounce it, it's playing. Not playing anything. They're probably just holding up a Fatal Push. We're just going to play our Arch. We'll pass the turn. Black-blue. So, obviously a control deck. Interesting. I think, well, it's tempting just to go and play this right off the bat. I think I'm just going to opt first. That way, I really want them to make sure that they don't have counterspell meta up. And hey, we got our own counterspell, which we should probably have, especially the save against the more annoying Scarab God shenanigans. If it's at least that type of control deck. We don't even know if it's a Scarab God control deck or if it's just your general blue-black control. Keep control of the board state until shenanigans. So they opt, I opt. They like their card. Let's see what they did. Mostly we're trying to find a time that's safe to play this. Oh, Soul Time Mill. Okay. This is going to be interesting. I didn't thought my first matchup of showing this deck archetype will be against a mill deck, so... Well, hey, sometimes the most amusing things out of surprises, so... Okay. I think I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to play out my Power Stone Shard. Save up mana for Essence Scatter. We're going to have to keep our eyes on what he nilled. Okay, nothing too important. A little obnoxious, but not any of our essential combo pieces. Lucky enough, we have multiple copies of combo pieces at the very least, so... Oh. This is going to be an interesting game. I'll say that right off the bat. Okay, we'll play our... Oh, nope. Not proper way to do that. We'll still save either Essence Scatter or Shock Mana up, whatever one we need to use. Still, oh boy. Okay, so one of our Paradox engines is gone. So we're going to have to hope we draw into the other one, or else this combo is pretty much dead. And boy, am I shocking at, no sweat about that. Nope, 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 nope. 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 Okay, this is going to be a weird game. This is going to be a weird first game of this game. Ugh. Okay, so we have Lightning Strike. I think it's safe that we can draw into digging the deck a little bit. Dig it. Well, land's a land. Nothing to complain. If we try to get off, at least for the Apex of Power, that could be most helpful. But it could also be a possibility that this game's over, because... Well, maybe over, because if he does get the second Paradox engine, the deck kind of dies. Like, it's not totally dead, but it is kind of not 100% functional. Let's see. Doesn't look like he got the second Paradox engine. Good. On the other side of the coin, I could also be half-minute optimistic about this and say that he's helping me draw into my combo pieces more faster. In a roundabout way. Yeah, I'm going to Essence Scatter that because I think he's using this just to obviously get more Psychic Corrosion from his deck. He's probably going around with that type of combo. And we don't really want him to get that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are not even close to the Apex of Power combo, so... He is getting really close to milling our deck. This is not great, I'll say that. Okay, good. Not any of our essential combo pieces. That's good. That's good. But he is going to probably get to the point where if he has draw engine stuff... I wonder if this is a Majaffa mill deck. Yeah, I saw the glimmer coming. So... He's going to draw into some more pieces, mill our deck even more. He got off pretty good with his deck, I'll say that. Okay, yep. Resolve. 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 Okay. Did he got... He got one Psychic Corrosion, which kind of stinky, but he still hasn't got a second Paradox Engine, so we are still quote-unquote in this game. It's still a long shot, but okay. Okay. I don't know if we're kind of now in the race game here, so... Now, some people might be wondering why the heck am I doing this, because this draws more cards, which, since I'm going against a mill deck, seems very counterintuitive. What I'm hoping... Okay, got the Immortal Sun. Annoying, but not end of the world. Annoying, but not end of the world. So yeah, 2 triggers. He got the second Chaos. Is both Chaos ones in the great? Dagnabbit. Well, I think it's safe to say we're not winning with the Chaos one combo, but there is still a way to win this. And the way we win this is if we get our second Psychic Corrosion in the deck. If we can get our second Psychic Corrosion, then we should be able to win this. It's going to be a weird way of winning it, but it's a way of winning it. Okay, we also got this. That's actually perfect. So we draw. Okay. Watch this. We'll play the Gilded Lotus, try to fish out a negate, which if he's playing this type of deck, he's probably playing a negate. Interesting. So he doesn't. I think we're at the point where we just need to draw in our stuff and hope that we can get our combo pieces. Well, it's a land. As much as I want to dig more into my deck, I think I can't at this moment. Because, well... Psychic Corrosion. And this is where I'm going to go into the side note that if you go into a mill deck, I think it's better to do the Psychic Corrosion strategy than the Patient Rebuilding strategy. Mostly because in the colors blue, you have better draw engines than you have quote-unquote... I think now we're dead. He got the the one card we really needed, so... Well, at the very least, I'm just going to go out with a Bane. And if he negates this, well... Boy, I didn't thought that the first matchup of this deck was going to go against a similar archetype. And yep, it was right there. So, obviously what we were supposed to do, if we had the Paradox Engine, I was hoping to go off with the infinite combo and just infinitely draw cards to hopefully mill him out faster. Would have been likely, probably not. This is one of those times where I debate whether or not if I should put cards in here like Nexus of Fate or something to get like hopefully infinite turns to try to get this combo to go off more consistent. But to be fair, in my defense, I didn't thought I was going to go against this type of deck archetype. So, yeah, GG. Okay. We'll play at least 1 to 2 more of these matches, and then we'll probably call it a day on this, because I do want to at least try to get away with at least showing off the engine and its works. That's just one of the rare examples where we go against a mirror match, and mirror matches in this deck is kind of bad, especially if they meld the essential combo pieces. Okay. Oi. We do have the essence scatter. We have the essence scatter. Okay, that's a keep. We'll keep that on top. Hopefully we don't get land flooded, but we'll see. So it's a blue deck of some sort. Blue. Oh, this must be constructs. Blue-black constructs, I'm guessing? Is it just mono blue artifacts? Looks like it's just mono blue artifacts. Okay. Well. I'm going to pass the turn, because I do think I need to essence scatter this creature, because I don't want to get hurt by a giant Heart Kieran, especially this early up in the game. Knowing him, he probably just going to play his Karn if this is the deck that I think it is. Maybe not Karn, but boy, I do not mind countering that. Maybe not Karn. So it's a heat deck. Okay, gotcha. Well, now we just have to play this. Nope. Tapped my mana wrong there. Okay. We are so much in trouble. Yes, we should do this. We should not allow him to have those Metal Look Colossus or his Scrap Heap Scrounger, because those cards are going to kill us. Did I did that a little preemptively? Maybe. But I'm hoping that this is the type of deck that only runs like 2 Metalwork Colossuses, and that actually works in our end. It could be the case that he's running multiple of them, like a playset, but usually these type of decks only just run 2. At least I hope that's the case. The good news is he is kind of aggressively drawing into his deck, which is actually kind of beneficial for us. Because then, well, we can at least bounce a Metalwork Colossus if he plays one right now. Oh no, it's a vehicle deck. Okay. Still, good draw engine card. Vehicle. I remember playing the native blue of this out of during Kaladin's draft. A vehicle that's a draw engine? Never bad. Sure, I'll scry. I'll also bounce too. That way you don't crew it. But we do scries, and I will take the scry. Okay. I'll take the action. Yeah, I think I'll draw the land. Of course he played a place out of that bugger. In my defense, I probably preemptively kind of bounced to that card. Okay. So you can do about 10... At the moment, only about 10 damage. I think we go... This is really the only play we got. This is... Jeez, we have not drawn into any of our combo pieces. To be fair, though, this is probably not the best example of showing off the deck, because we've... Is that game? In my defense, though, we have not been drawing any of our combos, and our hands have been pretty... This has actually been the worst I've been playing of this deck in a while, and I've been actually playing this deck a little bit off stream, and I've been having a lot more success with it, so... Yeah, sorry if you're not seeing the best that this deck has to offer. Okay, let's try this again. We'll probably call this the last match so we can keep this video short. And if you want to see an example of the deck going off, even though I didn't win the game, you could probably see my weekly update video. That's when I was able to get off with the Apex of Power and just did all the shenanigans. And if you want to see a better example of this deck in action, I would say go to that. If presuming that this match doesn't go according to plan, I'll keep this hand. We have a majority of our combo pieces. Yeah, I think this was a safe keep. I mean, we definitely going to have to draw into a land, but we got pretty much a majority of our combo. This looks like dinos. I'm guessing he's saving up. Or kicker ramp? I think it's kicker ramp. And hey, we draw it into the land. That's actually perfect. Okay. So, we're going to play Quitnet's Crane. Try to get another combo piece. That's good. Okay! This might actually be the matchup that we needed. Maybe. He could be playing a Braid or Naturalize, so... We gotta keep that in mind, unfortunately. We gotta keep... Some people might make the argument I should probably play Psychic Corrosion right off the bat next turn, because the factor that I might be able to potentially mill out his pieces. Maybe, but I'm not sure. I might also... The temptation is... He might be playing some Realms of Removal, so there is actually an argument, and I'm going to make this argument, that I might actually play Chaos Wand now. Because if I get a land and cast constant spells, it's tempting, but I think the Power Stone Shard is the safer play. That way, if we draw into the land, we can actually play Gilded Lotus, then play Chaos Wand, and then, well, go get the popcorn, so to speak. That's going to make the presumption he just doesn't upgrade or naturalize right now. I'll block, take the 2 points of damage in Fairy, presuming he doesn't play a buff spell. Ow. So he can kick for... Yeah, that's what I was figuring was going to happen. He's pretty much doing the kick a Grow from the Ashes. Still a really great card from Dominaria. The Grow from Ashes. Really great card. especially for kicker-like decks like this. Okay, so he's going full on with the kicker strategy from what it looks like. Okay, we only have 4 mana, so... I think what I'm going to do is Glimmer here, and hopefully get into a land. That's perfect. We get our land. We'll play the land. That's something we should get into, is try to get into a board wipe. The problem, though, is I don't know if our board wipes will work against this matchup, since he is definitely playing a hardcore ramp deck. Like, case in point, if he plays Gulcha now, we're pretty much dead. Like, we're pretty freaking close. We're pretty freaking close. So he doesn't have any kicker spells in hand if he's not going kicker yet with that. Oh, yeah, that's gonna hurt. Well, hang on. 1, 2, 3. If we only had 1 more red mana, we could have actually... Well, would we even survive? No, because the Demanding Dragon would go in. Boy. Well, we'll play this. You know, that match went a little quicker than I thought. I'm going to play probably 1 more match. Because since that one went relatively really quick. This is just one of the rare cases where we're going against all the deck archetypes that this deck does not do good against. Oh boy. Plus, also, our hands have been pretty bad, so... This has just been probably one of the more... worst gameplay sessions of a deck video I had in quite a while. We're keeping this hand. I mean, yeah, we're going to have to enter this tap, which kind of stinks, but we do have a curve here. We do have a curve here. Blue-white control? Hopefully not. We'll see. Okay, not blue-white control. Okay. We'll get that out. We technically at least have a play with Opt at the very least. And I think what we're doing now is we're just needing to draw lands so that we can... Is it the red-green kicker deck again? Okay, we Opt. We'll draw that. That way we can draw the island and such and play Glimmer of Genius. I'm wondering if I'm going against like a starter deck, red-green kicker starter deck of some sort. Well, the play here is obviously Glimmer of Genius. Yeah, we draw both our combos. Part of our combo engine, so yes, we are drawing that. We're not going to attack. He's probably going to need to play a trample kicker dude, or he's going to be trying to get more land. It could be anything this time. It could also be even the Baloth. Or Dinosaur. It's probably just Dinosaur. Is that annoying? Yes. Is it the end of the world? Not yet. Because what we do is we play Sulphur Falls, then we play our Good at Lotus. Then we actually just play our Chaos Wand. Do we have enough mana to go off with a variation of the combo? Maybe. We'll see. If he has the Abrade or Naturalize in hand, we gotta keep that in mind. We might not be able to go off with the combo, but maybe we can... Oh, he just plays Grow from the Ashes, so he's going to get 2 more lands. He still has access to 5 to 6 kicker mana. I gotta keep that in mind. So... And of course he has the Brontodon. Oy. Okay. I think I'm not going to go off right yet with this. I think I'm going to fish this out as a threat. Because he's playing the Brontodon. He's going to look at this card and be like, yes, this card has to be deleted. Has to be deleted. Has to be deleted. Or at least that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping to do with this. See, he's looking at it. Perfect. That's what we wanted. We wanted to fish it out from him. I mean, yeah, the more card draw would have been awesome. Don't get me wrong, but that's what we needed. We don't want him to destroy the Paradox Engine. We need the Paradox Engine. Okay, good. So we played this entire hand out. Now we can at least try to go off with this. Am I promising anything? No, but, well, 3, 4, 5, Paradox Engine. Then we use 1 blue. I don't think we play land this turn, so we'll draw the land. More mana, the better. Then we get red mana. Then we'll just play that. Then we'll do our Chaos Wand. Yep. Sure, we'll Shivan Fire. Do I want to kick it? Nah. Kicking it will not kill any of the 5/5s here, so no. There we go. Now we play second round of this. Fight with Fire, on the other hand. Okay, we destroy that. Are we actually... I don't think we're going off, but we're doing fine at the moment. We're using this to help control the board state, which is perfect. Okay, do. Okay, another Shivan Fire. Sure. He is probably now looking at this and being like, are you kidding me? Sometimes you gotta appreciate the moments where a plan goes according to plan. Or how did that quote goes for the A-team? Sure, I'll quote-unquote cast that, put it on this creature. It doesn't really do anything. And then we're just going to end the turn by just drawing a card. And hey, presuming he doesn't have a way to give that +5 attack, we should be good. Okay. Guys, I think go get the popcorn. you're gonna see some shenanigans. Okay, we put in some blue mana. We put in some red mana. We'll go with this. We play the Power Stone Shard. It untaps everything. So then now we put in the red mana. We put in that mana. And then we play Chaos Wand. We submit the target. Yep. Sure, I'll do an Adventurous Impulse. That's actually perfect for me. Oh no, wait. I forgot. That doesn't work that way. No sweat. We'll just go... I always need to remember to get to select the card, but we're fine. We're still actually pretty much fine, because all we have to do is just pay one more mana, then we can untap everything. Then, we just go off again with the Chaos Wand. This time we need to remember to cast a spell, whatever it is. Yes, we will cast a Shivan Fire. We can't kick it. I mean, we could kick it, but I'd rather save the mana. Untaps everything. We'll put in some more red mana. We'll play Chaos Wind again. We submit. We'll play his Fight with Fire. We'll cast it for its normal cost to kill the Pterosaurus. We're actually doing this. We did a little misplay there, but we're getting to cast the Adventurous Impulse, but we are actually finally doing this. So we're going to now cast it again. Submit. Sure, we'll cast a gift with growth. Ah, dagnabbit. I did the misplay again. I need to remember to click the card. Click the card. Well, it might not be over just yet. We'll draw into a card. Hey, if he has this, he has this. Hopefully he doesn't have a land. Hopefully he doesn't have a kicker spell, because if he has the kicker spell, then he can kick this, put a counter on it, and we're dead. Ah! So, I'm so grateful I did this game, because at least I was able to show off how the deck works. But yeah, don't do my misplays, blokes. But you kind of now see how the deck works. Overall, I like this deck a lot. I still think there could be some more tweaking to it that I can do. And hopefully some better gameplay footage eventually. But overall, I hope you guys, that inspires you to do some interesting variations of this deck on your own. I hope you all have a lovely day. See y'all later. Let Dev out. Bye-doo!